כל השנה הלכות בכל יום, בעזרת השם, מובטח לו שהוא בעולם הבא. Ticket to, very easy ticket to Olam Haba by studying 2 mitzvot deoraita. So B'ezrat Hashem, we're continuing in our series. Today is Yud Gimel Kislev, and it's probably holding Wednesday before Parashat Vayishlach. Mitzvah number 125. Shelo liten shemen zayit b'minchat choteh. Now, B'ezrat Hashem, the Rabbi is going to explain to us why we are prohibited putting olive oil into the sin offering of a person who is chose to bring a mincha. As follows. Mincha, sheneimar. It's talking about minchat choteh ani, obviously. So over there it says that sheneimar in the pasuk, Vayikra, 5th chapter, pasuk Yudal, the 11th pasuk, lo yasim aleya shemen. You're not allowed to put shemen, oil, onto the mincha, which is a flour offering, a meal offering. Vafal pi shebishar menachot hayu notnin shemen. It was every other mincha, as we know, that was brought into the meal offering. They put oil. So that why did the rabbi say right away that because we're talking about a poor man's sin offering? Okay, as we said, what's mincha? What's chatat ole v'yored? Chatat ole v'yored is according to your pocket. If you're wealthy, you're prohibited bringing poor man's. That's right. Leolam. So, right? If it's a rich man, sometimes the chatat ole v'yored will be more than chatat kavua. Chatat kavua has a special, and that's it. And that's for men, poor man or rich man. However, chatat ole v'yored could be much more expensive. What is the most valuable thing? One time we were discussing in the Midrash.
The bull is most expensive, no?
Well, the not just stumble, but maybe we had a question. The Torah, mashma according to Torah, right? That he says, the most expensive animal I'm donating. So what happened was I made a scenario. Listen to this scenario, you're gonna love it. And who's gonna evaluate these animals? Kohen comes to his house and he has to evaluate what is the most expensive animal. So this guy is Baruch Hashem. He has a kingdom in his house, animal kingdom. The Kohen comes. He comes and he looks around. He says, "Wait a minute!" And he's showing him all the cows that he has. You know those bulls. There's some bulls that have like a camel, those very big ones. Okay, so he takes the Kohen is going to tell him the $10,000 one. The Kohen, after he's done, gives him a reshima. This is your most expensive animal. What? He found a white lion. He followed the white line. Lion is not kasher mizbeach, but that's not what the lashon. The lashon of the Torah says, or tehora or temeah. Any animal that he has, whatever the Kohen whatever the Kohen will evaluate, he will find even the lion. So the guy pledged. The guy went to Midrash. He says, my most expensive animal I'm giving to the Beit HaMikdash. Lo and behold, he donated a lion.
40,000.
So was allowed to bring not kosher animal to the
to the Mishkan, to what's his name, to Lishka. It belongs to the Lishka now. The Lishka sells it.
Sell it and that's
but it's not $40,000.
They sell it back to
$250,000 plus.
They didn't use it for mincha.
No, $250,000 plus. It's not $40. I wish it was $40. A white lion?
I don't know.
Forget
They
about
made
it.
business out of it. I don't know.
No, the Lishka owns it now. He made a pledge. My most expensive animal.
Yeah.
And the Torah tells us, or tameh, or tahor, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So according to the rich people, you see, the rich people have to be very careful when they open their mouths. Anyway.
This happened in Russia only.
השיר אינו מכיר. משושי המצווה, I want to say, רבנו, thank you. הצלחה רבה. משושי המצווה, לפי שהשמן רמז למעלה ולגדולה. So we see over here, why is there the prohibition on bringing, on the chatat of, have you said like this, chatat of mincha, which is brought specifically by a poor person, because a rich man can't do that. So now what happens is, why is he prohibited to add oil there? Why? Because Kadosh Baruch Hu doesn't want to be shevach or elegance, like oil makes it more mishubach. Why don't we put oil on matzah? You're not allowed to put oil on matzah also. Same concept, right? We are lechem oni. It has to be poor man's bread. And today it makes you rarely oni. You go buy a matzah for $80 a pound, let me know if you're still a rich man. She'im atam harbo b'chol mashkin utzaf al kulam. And what's the importance of oil? Oil floats. You mix it with any water, anything you put it in, any drink. Oil always goes up because it's the most lightest. Hu davar chashuv meod. Why does it always go up? Because it's important. Because Baruch Hu made it in such a way. V'yaduahu hashivut shemen hatov. And especially the importance of even more beautiful, good oil. ולכן יימשכו בו המתחנכים למעלת מלכות או בכהונה. As we said already, that the kings are being anointed, the Kohen Gadol is being anointed with oil. So there is a very important point about oil.
Olive oil.
על כן, אין ראוי לתת ממנו במנחת החוטא, הצריך להראות בעצמו דאגה ושפלות על שבא דבר עבירה לידו. Same thing, a poor person should be very careful that he shouldn't show any haughtiness, and he should be extremely sorry for what he did. What did he do? I understand why a rich man sins. Why does a rich man sin? He has everything. He is bored or whatever it is. He makes to him it's like the test is very hard, and therefore he sins. But a poor man, he's suffering all his life. What are you sinning? Anyway, you're poor already. What do you do? What makes your nose pick up? What are you doing over here? Like the famous story by was it Chazon Ish? You know what happened by Chazon Ish? A student came to him, and he tells Chazon Ish he was learning in yeshiva. He said, Rebbe, what's the problem? I have a problem of ga'ava. I'm a big ga'avtan. Chazon Ish looks at him and says, what ga'ava? What, you have a problem with ga'ava? Yeah, I have a problem with ga'ava. You want me to help you? He says, yeah. Okay, come sit next to me. Okay? So he came to sit by Chazon Ish. And Chazon Ish is in the middle of learning, whatever. Now people are coming in, right? This is the Kabbalat Kahal. Okay? A rich man comes out. A rich man. He has a what? He has a shaila, question to the Chazon Ish. He has a dealing with his partner, this who's right, who's wrong, how to interact, how to, in the business transaction. So Chazon Ish turns to the boy, to this Yungulite, says, no, Mr. So-and-so, can you please help this rich man to answer? Anything? He's looking at the Chazon Ish, says, I don't know anything what the guy's talking about. What, the business? I'm learning yeshiva all day. No, Chazon Ish says, okay, no problem, sit, relax. Okay? So Rabbi Chazon Ish talks to the man, answers all the questions, how to do the business properly, no problem. The guy left. Okay? Now, after a while, another person comes in. His wife is in the hospital, dying. The doctor is telling this operation, that operation. Should he do it this time? Should he perform it through this angle? They don't know. And it's a fact. Chazon Ish, please tell us how to do the surgery. He was a big doctor. He never went to school medicine, but he knew how to do brain surgery on himself. By the way, Chazon Ish. All right, from Masechet Chulin, all by Torah. Nothing to do with never went to college. Okay, so Chazon Ish turns to the boy. He says, "Can you answer this gentleman how they should perform the operation on his wife?" So the boy looks at the Chazon Ish and says, "Well, I'm not a doctor. I never went to school. I don't know." Chazon Ish looks at him. Sit. Don't worry. So he tells him this angle, that. He gives him a whole map how to perform a surgery on his wife. Go tell this to the doctors. She'll be fine. Give him bracha. All is good. Okay. After a while, another guy comes in. Rabbi, I'm marrying off my daughter. I need $25,000. That was the agreement. Somehow I got away. I don't have to buy her an apartment, but at least $25,000 to make a wedding, and the other side will take care of her apartment. Okay. Rabbi, please help me. Chazon Ish turns to the boy. He says, "No, tzaddik, please help this man. You have any money to give him?" "I don't have money." He says, "Can you give him an idea how he should make money, how to raise money?" "Nothing." I said, "I don't know nothing." Yungalite, 25-year-old, he don't know nothing. So the rabbi sits down with the father, tells him what's the plan, follow X, Y, and Z, gives him a whole outline. Bezat Hashem, you'll have a wedding, you'll have all the funds within a month. Follow my orders. Okay, he left. So Chazon Ish looks at him and says, "You, Yungalite, I want to talk to you. You don't know how business. You don't know medicine. You ain't got no money. What are you such a big gaftan? What are you gava about? What are you doing here?" Ay. So the same thing, ani. What do he has to do? What do you got to come to do a sin? So, how did you come to a sin? Because you get to do a sin. Even his mincha. Well, how much is mincha b'chal? You know how much offered? The rabbi is going to tell us now. Right? חוטא על צדק בעצמו, דאגה ושפלות. אוקיי. ועוד נאמר שהוא להימלט העני שלא להטריחו יותר מדי להביא שמן. Now, even more than that. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is so rahmanut. He is so merachem on this poor person, even though he's not supposed to do Avirah. He has so little chances to do Avirah because he ain't got nothing. Yet, somehow he did it. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu is merachem alav. So he tells him, bring your chatat without oil. Why? Otherwise, you're going to have to go and find oil, balagan. Even that Hashem took away from him. Ki Hashem Baruch Hu lo yatriach b'riyah. Hashem does not want to make any demands from people. ומבני זה גם כן לא חייבו רק במעט קמח. How much flour? You know how much you have to bring? מעט קמח, little. וזה יספיק לנו גם על הלבונה. And this, again, the rabbi is going to, the next halacha is that you're not allowed to put frankincense, lebona, onto the chatat. It's going to explain to us in the same ma'alach. But I'll give you another pirush when we'll get there in a second. Okay? Midinah mitzvah, as we get what's all the rules concerning the minchat, or the chatat, how it's brought down. Mashe Petru Zechronam Lebracha, sages brought us down in the Gemara Menachot. It's in the Ayin Vav in 76th Amud, Amud Bet, 76th page, Amud Bet. שמנחת חוטא הייתה יסרון אחד, לא פחות ולא יותר. The volume of יסרון was brought, not more and not less. וכל המנחות הקריבות לגבי מזבח, טעונות שמן ולבונה. So all the meal offerings that people brought into the mizbech always have to be brought down with oil and lebona, which is the next Isur, 126, well, he's already touching it. Velug shemen lechol isaron. So you have to add for a lug of shemen, a measurement for each isaron. V'kometz lebona lechol mincha. And however, komets, what is komets? As we say, right, Rabbi Moshe, I hope you're practicing. Are you practicing with flour at home? You practice it, yes or no? Say it, you know what to practice even? Supposed to take with your 3 fingers, these 3 fingers. Like that? What? Let me see. How you do it?
3 fingers and you do like this.
No, not those 3 fingers. The 3 middle fingers. This sticks out. This has to stay out. This stays out. This 3 fingers is your practice. You take a flour and you have to squeeze whatever flour goes inside here. Right? And then with your finger you have to clean up. You start practicing already. Simple. Take a bowl, and every day you should be playing around with it. Take a bowl and practice with your fingers, right? So now, what's libona? How much is already going to fit in there? Not even a spoonful, you know? Not even a spoonful. How much can fit over there?
My wife gonna kill me.
What? Don't worry. Don't do it without. Do it in your, what's his name? In your shed, you know, in the kitchen cook, in the chicken cook. Over there, you do it over there. It's fine. Nobody, your wife doesn't see. Bezrat Hashem. But you have to practice. Kohen, mazeh. We have to teach all the Kohanim what to do here. There is actually yeshiva now, no? In somewhere in Beersheba, they built a Beit HaMikdash replica, a whole yeshiva. And this Kohanim, they're learning what they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You didn't know about it? Somebody showed me once a video from...
Yerushalayim also has it.
Supposed to.
Yerushalayim also?
Supposed to.
The building they're making the kelim, they're practicing various different.
I didn't know in Yerushalayim, but I know in Beersheba.
Yeah, Yerushalayim.
In Yerushalayim it would be probably Easter Gomer, no? Rebbe.
Well, they're not doing it.
I would do it. I think it's Easter Gomer. Why would there be a heter? In Yerushalayim? Okay, anyway, if they're doing it, it's okay then. Again, I guess so. So that's the comments.
Somebody wanted to view it.
Okay, or אפילו 60 עשרון. אבל יותר מ-60 אין מביאים במנחת אחת. So if somebody has a measurement of this 60 of Isaron, in more than that, they were not allowed to bring in the Beit HaMikdash. אבל יותר מ-60, okay, בסדר רדי, חוץ ממנחת הקנאות ומנחת חוטא שאין בהן שמן ולבונה. So also, and that's going to be related, and I'll tell you in a second what I discovered about לבונה, what's the importance. Why is לבונה taken away? שנאמר, לא ישים עליה שמן ולא ייתן עליה לבונה. So you're going to see one pasuk has 2 Isuri Doraita, 125 and 26, and all the details are discussed in Menachot. Noeged Vezman Abai, this mitzvah, this Isur Doraita, is in the time of the Beit HaMikdash. B'zachrei Kehuna, it's talking about the Kohen, male, not the females, they have no business, unless some Orthodox rabbis have their way, in particularly in Manchester, I don't know, in London over there, they're allowing Orthodox women rabbis to start giving Psakei Halacha. Maybe they'll allow Orthodox women rabbi, Kohanim also to bring, it bothers me. It disturbs me a lot to hear such things. that the Orthodox women are already becoming rabbis. Shem rachem aleinu. So maybe they'll become kohanot also. Who knows?
And it's not fair to call them Orthodox. You know, they're Shomer Shabbat.
No, they call them Orthodox. That's exactly.
I'm telling you, it's a mistake to call Orthodox. The word Orthodox.
No, that's what they label
I
themselves.
understand.
The Rabbanut of London, Orthodox Rabbanut,
I understand.
giving smicha to a woman of Orthodox woman. It's outrageous.
Granted, the word Orthodox means in the tradition. So this is not tradition. So how can you Orthodox means? By the way,
Yeah.
Orthodox is not a good thing. Orthodox basically says you do what your grandfather did, with good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, this is very unorthodox. You can't call it Orthodox even.
I don't know.
Also, after the election, they wrote an article about the elections. Very, very bad.
Who?
It's the Orthodox Jew in London.
Yeah, Shem rachem aleinu. The Kohen, however, no, talk about Rabbanut, not one person. It's disturbing. A Rabbanut of London is allowing such a thing.
This is
Shem
spirit
rachem.
over there. It's not the.
Huh?
what's a lebona?
Oh, we'll see. So the Lebona is frankincense. It's frankincense, special. Well, in a second.
תגיד בעברית.
Lebona, זה Lebona.
מה זה?
It's a spice.
ספייס?
Yeah, spice. Okay. וכהן העובר עליה ונתן שמן במנחת זו של חוטא, אני לוקה. If a Kohen did this prohibition, he brought oil, added oil into the flour of mincha of ani, he will be lashed. So you have to be careful. Anyway, again, it has to be with the warning, not just them. Rabbi Moshe, we're not even choshed on you. Kuf Chav Vav, 126. Shelo liten lebona b'menachat choteh. So now, what is lebona? Lebona is a special frankincense. They sell it on Amazon. You can look it up. Frankincense, very not expensive. It's like to me, it looks like when I saw pictures. You know those sugar canes, like the little pieces. That's how it looks like. But whatever. They just grind it, I guess.
What's the name in English?
Frankincense. Frankincense. They sell it on Amazon like a normal thing. Okay. Now I was on Pesach program one time, and Dr. Weber, Jeffrey Weber, is very famous. He's a chiropractor, and he does with Homeric medicine. So he actually he figured out what Lebanon does out of this world. What Lebanon does is out of this world, and I said that's why a woman and the sinners cannot bring it. A woman that's suspected and the sinner cannot bring it. What does it do? Out of this world. He says he made an example. He called up somebody to the podium, and I saw I was talking, and he was speaking live. So he says, "Give me your arm." So the guy picks up a fist, says, "Don't let me put down your arm," and he pressures his hand, and he's holding it. Hold on a second. Opens up the tube of this lebona dissolved into oil, liquid. Smell it. He smells it. Hold your fist. Hold his fist. Hold on a second.
But because it's
Yeah. What happens is it kills all your what's his name? Makes you very calm. Lebona makes you very calm. So I said to him, now I understand why a woman is a sotah. She's prohibited to bring lebona.
what is it, like a
Why?
Like a drug?
We don't want her to become. The same thing over here. The soteh, the choteh, ani. We don't want to do ravera. Don't put lebona on your sin offering.
Can you bring some?
Huh?
Bring some.
I have it. You want tomorrow? I have it. I bought it. You get whatever.
Come?
Yeah. You sniff it.
Smell?
Yeah, you just sniff it. It's like a scent. It's like a oil, like those essential oils they have. Yeah. So he made it like this, and it's actually, he put it as a libona or frankincense, or he called it a ktoris for some reason. Whatever, he's not such a whatever. But that's what it is. You smell it. It relaxes you instantly.
Really?
So I think that's why this woman. One of the reasons could be that. But so the rabbi explains to you also that it also shows chashivut. That's what his rabbi was teaching us right now. But because it's also very nice, it gives a nice smell. But besides that, I said lechoira. That's why the Torah prohibits a woman who is a sotah who has to be now not relaxed. If anything, we want her to admit the avirah. And if she already is relaxed, she's not going to admit anything. She's going to just Rahman al-Islam be lost. Shelo latet lebona b'minchazu she'amarnu. As the Torah tells us, same thing, that a sinner's meal offering, we cannot allow to add this lebona, frankincense. Shechoteh ani gam ken shneimar v'lo yiten alea lebona, as it says in the Torah in the 5th chapter in Paravayikra, 11th pasuk, as it says not to bring oil, also lebona. V'lashon ha-mishnah v'chayav al Hashem b'fnei atzmo Even though it's in the same pasuk, you see beautiful. Sometimes it's very rare in the Torah. In one pasuk, you have two lavim or two isurei doraita. This is exactly the one that gives you that two in one. Literally, if you few words apart, you have a two isurei doraita. So there's no question. Everybody agrees that this is a prohibition of the Torah, not oil. And that it says כעניין הלבונה, כעניין השמן שכתבנו אין להאריך בו. The rabbi explains why. Again, the rabbi doesn't say my explanation. The rabbi is telling us it's showing chashivut, as we said with the oil. But I'm telling you, that's what I observed as I was sitting talking about medicinal things. All of a sudden, I remember this mitzvah, a prohibition is through the oraita for a woman not to bring lebanon sotah. So I said, I put two and two together. Maybe, with Siyata Deshmaya, Hashem will help us to learn a new thing. Bezat Hashem, have a wonderful day. Let's thank our ladies for giving us this beautiful, beautiful opportunity without being in headaches, so we could learn Torah. Bezat Hashem. Have a wonderful day. Make a lot of money without any headaches.